Hi everybody, I just want to say thank you for all the birthday love y'all showed me. It meant the world to me. I mean, I felt so much love. I can like touch it. This was a great birthday. I would never trade 38, turning 38 today for any other day. I mean, I can't believe I'm here at 38. With all that being said, there's a few things I wanted to talk about. First, I just want to send out my condolences to Misha's family. You know, I know what it is to lose somebody. I don't have my mother, so she can't really see the things I'm doing in my life right now and how I'm making an impact in other people's life. And I wish she was here. Sometimes, like, I would sit here and question and think about, like, what would she say if she saw this, you know? I remember when I started wearing lashes and she would be like, oh, Miss Dang, I used to wear those lashes too, girl. I was the bomb. And, you know, little things like that. I'm going to be honest. I never had, like, the perfect relationship with my moms, you know. We never, like, had, like, a close, relationship, you know. I know she was my mother and I was her daughter, and maybe I wasn't a perfect daughter, I don't know, you know, but I know at the end of the day, before she passed, I had my mother's sister, a neighbor. They all told me my mother loved me, and dearly, you know, she told me she loved me. She told them that she loved me, you know. So with that being said, I just wish she was here to see what I'm doing and how I am an inspiration to all the women, men, whoever follows me. You know what I'm saying? Anything I do, I just do it from the kindness of my heart, you know. I was talking about my dad. My dad is like a truly humble dude, and my goal was to look up to him, and my goal is to look up to him and be as humble as he is, you know. And I don't think I'm better than anybody, you know. I feel like this, like anything I've learned, I taught myself, and nobody gave me nothing. And I feel like if you put your mind to whatever it is that you want to do, best believe it's going to happen. You know, I can sit here, I taught myself how to cook, I taught myself how to do cake decorations, I paint, I build, I do. When I say I have the skills and I taught myself, I learned one thing: questions. Questions are free. Either somebody gonna tell you the answer, or they ain't gonna tell you, you know what I'm saying? But you can ask a million questions. Just ask the right people and they're going to tell you the truth. Or they're going to tell you how it is, you know. And that's how basically I learned. The sewing thing, I was clueless. But I knew I always had a creative mind. And I didn't know that me having this creative mind was going to bring me here to y'all, and how it's going to make a big impact in people's life. I used to question myself, like, where's my purpose here? I was at a standstill, you know. This is like the first hobby that I picked up, and I stuck with it for a whole year. Kudos to me. And I'm very proud of myself, and this experience is like unforgettable. I would never ever, you know, forget about this. And y'all, I mean, oh my God, y'all like the most amazing people I have ever met. I didn't meet you physically, but just Facebook, and not even knowing me, y'all show me so much love, you know. Y'all give me hope. And y'all inspire me and give me the courage to keep on doing. And I know that I love helping people. You know, I just want to say I'm just blessed. I don't take nothing for granted. I'm going to tell you quick. I was born here. I was raised in Africa. I lived in Africa for 5.5 years with my grandparents. The two most beautiful people in the world to me. You know, I was loved unconditionally. My grandfather's like 82 years old. He had suffered for Alzheimer's, but when he heard my voice, he knew exactly who I was when I saw him. He always believed in me, always stuck by my side. And even living in Africa, I went through some stuff. Maybe one day I will talk about it, but I tell you one thing, that doesn't affect the person I am here today, you know. But when I do tell my story and tell y'all the full story, I want it to be right. But I was just giving you a brief. But I was raised in Africa with my grandparents. Best childhood ever. I know what it is to be a kid. Yes, I got spankings and beatings and laughter. And, you know, when it takes a village to raise a kid, I was part of that village. I was raised by a village. And I know what it is to be in poverty, you know. I experienced poverty in another country, best believe. And compared to living in the States, EBT and all that stuff, that's heaven. Y'all don't appreciate it, but in other countries, they don't have that. You know, food stamps and none of that. So when you don't have food to eat, you don't have food to eat. But living both life, I have a great appreciation for life itself. So with that all being said, I just want to thank all of y'all for just loving me and support and showing me so much love. And I will try my best to give y'all everything I could possibly give y'all and show y'all from my experience, just, you know, with this sewing thing. Right now, as I'm sitting here, I'm thinking about how I can show you how to make this shirt right here so easily. And I will do a tutorial, another tutorial on it. But I will try to find an easy way because I don't use patterns. And so, but before I go off air, I just want to say, you know, Misha death kind of hit me hard. And I never met her personally, but she bigged me up, you know, picked me as one of her favorite of the week, which was like, woo, for me, you know. My heart go out to her kids, her mom. And, you know, domestic violence. Ladies, put yourself first. Don't stay with a man because you got a kid with him. Or you want this family. Love yourself. I too was a victim of domestic violence. I was. But he put his hand on me one time. I let it slide. The second time, that was it. Cops at his job arrested. My sole purpose was protect myself, my kids. I'm not going to tolerate a man to put his hands on me, violate me in any shape, way, or form. I'm not. You know, so when I experienced that, in my head was like, you know, this is my kid's father, and I want us to know. I had a woman to man talk with my dad, and he told me, if you're not happy in your home, you need to do what's going to make you happy in a place that's supposed to be a safe haven. He had to go. But on his way out, he tried to tear me down. He tried to belittle me. Everything. But you know what? I stood there with my head up high, and I said, do you have anything else to say? Because you can't tear me down. You're not going to break me down. You just making yourself look stupid. You know? But when he put his hands on me for the last time, I tell you that was the last time he ever saw inside my apartment. he couldn't come into my apartment. If he entered my building, that was trespassing. So, love yourself first. Don't stick with no man because of some kids. If you stick there, your kids gonna pick up those bad habits. Accept that behavior from another man, or treat a woman that way. He got issues or she got issues. You need to put yourself first. You have to want to live for yourself. And if you got kids, you got to think about the best. The very best way to set an example for your kids. I know a lot of women can say it's easy for you to talk it, but I walked in your shoes. They told me I couldn't get an order protection until he had to put his hands on me. And that's, I was pissed off. I couldn't get an order protection. I got to wait till I'm like beaten, stabbed before I can get an order protection. So soon as he put his hands on me for the last time, like I said, that was the last time he saw inside my apartment. The very last time. So if you can get out, get out. Don't go back. He's not going to change. She's not going to change. Leave. If you want to see tomorrow, leave. If that means dropping everything and having to start all over, but just remember, when you start all over, when you wake up, it's a blessing. You hear me? It's a blessing. We in the United States of America, you can always start all over. It's going to be hard, but you get to see another day. So on that note, rest in peace to Misha and to all the women that lost their life, their kids, and their family. Sometimes you don't have support from your family, but just know that somebody out there is going through what you're going through. Everybody has a story. And until Misha passed away, everybody that was having like this little secret about them being a victim came to light. You're not the only one. We can come together as a unit and stand strong as women. Men too go through domestic violence too. So, but majority of the time, it's a woman that has to deal with the abuse. So, the birthday was great, and I just want to say thank you. I love y'all, and I appreciate every last one of y'all. So, on this note, the birthday's over, back to sewing and creating. Cheerios!